So here's the drill on those video release forms that you've been checking into. First, why? Why do you have to have them? Well, it's good for kids and family and their families for them to know if their child's image is going to be used. That probably makes good sense to you, but it's just caring. We should never project a kid's image elsewhere without them or their families knowing that their image is being used. And yes, we got to do it. Um, you've been checking into your school's policy. So some of you know that your school has a blanket release on file. Well, that's fine, done deal. Others of you know that your school has a form that a blank form that you can get filled out. So if that's the case, then what you're going to want to do is to pick one class, is what I always suggest, like second period or fifth period, and that's the class that you're going to video the whole semester for all the videos you do in the class. You can switch and do another class later on, but you have to get releases on that class too, right? So that's more work. And with some kids, it's just almost impossible to get a release from them. And if you end up and there's not a release on a kid, you can't show their image in the video, their face. You can't. You have to seat them outside the camera's view, or you have to use digital editing software to blur out their face. Have to. Sorry, got to be done. And so if your school doesn't have blanket releases, but they do have video forms, then you can pick that one class. You can start getting those forms out, getting mom and dad to sign them, and then getting them back in on file. And then if your school doesn't have either of those things, so you've got to produce your own form, stay tuned. I will get a version of the national board form that you'll be able to use. So just watch for that as it comes up. Let me know if you have any questions. This is serious. So here's what happens with video 1. I can't accept video 1 from you until you have all the releases in place. You can capture the video, but you can't show it to anybody else, because that's not fair to mom and dad. So you're going to have to get these releases done before the due date on video 1 in order to submit it on time. As always, let me know if you have any questions.